Okay, let's do this thing because there's a lot to cover tonight. But before we actually do begin this review of Raw, number one, please go check out my. Well, I shouldn't say my. Well, technically my, but more people on it. The Hard to Kill 2022 review. We had a lot to say about Hard to Kill from last Saturday. We did review the show yesterday, so go check that review. Upload it right now. Okay, Hard to Kill, folks. Impact Wrestling. Check that out. But we do start off though with Monday Night Raw tonight, which Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman came out, um, basically talking about their match. Well, Brock's match with Bobby Lashley, which Bobby Lashley was watching in the back with MVP, Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. All right, man, you finally getting this match, man. I hurt business, we all back together and whatnot. But Lashley said, "Listen, man, we finished, okay? I work alone and stuff." So obviously, this is just WWE saying that we are making sure that the Hurt Business will never ever get back together, even though it looked like they were kind of back together when Lashley was going against Goldberg and, Big E for a second. But now, for some reason, now we're okay to make sure they're kicked out of the group. But I just feel like this is the way it was unnecessary, but it was like, we're making sure that they will never be back in her. There is no more Hurt Business. It was still a very bad idea breaking that whole thing up, but I'm sure everybody knows that. But still, like, it's almost like they gotta make sure to tell everybody, like, yeah, there is no Hurt Business. It's not coming back together. But Heyman, no, he's gonna do the introduction, and whatnot, for Lesnar, and then Brock, says, "I can't believe it, we're back again," and it's Philadelphia and whatnot, which they're in tonight. Lashley came out then, him and MVP. Um, which MVP did introduce Lashley, but Lashley told Lesnar, to honor the share this ring with you, honor, look at respect. It's an honor and whatnot because you've been ducking me for the past 20 years and whatnot. Lesnar laughed, saying, with all due respect, it was an honor, to be in the ring, with himself also. But Lesnar said, "Listen, I've been winning a whole bunch of titles and championships in this ring and other rings for the last 20 years, okay?" And say, it falls on you because, I didn't even know who you are until we met at day one. And Lesnar says, "I would have beaten you already if this match wouldn't have it in place right now." But Lesnar basically said, okay, what's with the suit? You got these threads and everything, very expensive and whatnot, okay? Because, hey, I gotta say, the coat with Lashley did look cold. But Lashley said, "Oh, look at here, we got ourselves a comedian and whatnot, okay? You're funny and money, and whatnot." And Lesnar said, "Yeah, funny money." And then, I'm gonna do a knock knock joke. And he asked Heyman, "Hey, Paul, knock knock." And Heyman is like, "I can't believe we're doing a Brock Lesnar knock knock joke in Philadelphia." I'm surprised it wasn't an ECW chant out there, to be honest. But basically, he says, "Knock knock." Um, and whatnot. Bobby who? Exactly. Which the crowd thought that was hilarious that they even started to chant Bobby who. And Lashley, now Lashley just kind of said, "Oh, we had jokes, I see." And Lesnar basically told him that, it's impossible to beat me. It's impossible when you're a Brock Lesnar wannabe, he said. And Lesnar dropped the mic and left. Honestly, damn, Brock killed Lashley on the microphone. He kind of had him right there. Like, I would like to see him and MVP go at it on the microphone, but I'm like, damn, okay. And you wonder who's coming off more as the face here, Brock or Lashley in this whole thing, okay? Who really is coming off as the face? But even I was kind of like, damn, he got him with that joke right there. And the fans went for it that they chanted Bobby Who. So, in a way, kind of made him look bad. But then after when Lesnar left, Cedric and Sheldon attacked Lashley. Lashley basically just beat him up and threw him across the barricade and whatnot as him and MVP left. So, yeah, like I said before, they're making sure that you never get the Hurt Business again. Okay? But, yeah, man, Brock kind of had Lashley's number on the promo right there. I'm like, damn, like, kind of got him. So, we'll see what leads to that. RK Bro is in the back talking about, the title's on the line tonight against Alpha Academy. Orton, talk about what happened last week and whatnot. But Riddle says, it's time for no Pictionary, Randy. Orton basically wrote tag in on one of Riddle's hands so he could remember, Randy. So tag who? Tagging Randy. And, Riddle basically said, hey, man, we're going to go have some cheesesteaks, man. It's Philly. You're a Pat or a Geno's guy. Orton said Geno's and whatnot. So, yeah, we'd have a title match then. RK Bro versus Alpha Academy. Not a bad match. I was surprised who won right here. But since RK Bro has had Alpha Academy's number for the past weeks, so many weeks now, I guess they had to get the win right here. Orton went for the RKO onto Gable, but Gable pushed him, and Otis hit him basically with a world's strongest slam to win the match. So, yeah, Alpha Academy are now the new tag team champions, because honestly, RK Bro is beating every team around here. Who else did they really have left to face? So maybe it's now get some more other teams opportunities, and maybe we'll get we'll get a rematch and whatnot. But yeah, new tag team champions, folks. Didn't see that coming. That was actually kind of shocking. I know they had the Street Profits and Damian Priest talking about the six-man tag coming up as they were going against the Dirty Dogs and Apollo Crews. Match ate up a lot of time. I will say that. It's not much to say from there. Priest and them, not Priest and them, but Ziggler, the Zigzag, and Dawkins for the win. So the Dirty Dogs and Apollo Crews won. So it ate some time up right there. Seth Rollins came out talking about the Royal Rumble, and he was excited. Not because the old Lesnar facing Lashley or, the actual Rumble match, but he is getting a shot at the Universal title as, it's back again, huh? Brother versus brother, once again, because Shield members and whatnot they once were before. Rollins basically wanted, how did he get his title shot at day one, huh? He's been screwed out of the WWE Championship. And now, he doesn't need an advocate. He took matter in his own hands. He went to SmackDown. There's a few things that are certain in life. Death, taxes, and Rollins beating Reigns every single time. And as he still went on to that, Big E came out then saying, news. He's got some news, too. He will be in the Royal Rumble match coming up, okay? And, everything's getting all gritty and whatnot, which Rollins didn't know who gritty was, which the fans were pissed at about that. It's a mascot. Biggie says, listen, how about I face you tonight, okay? And Ron's like, maybe in a different town or whatnot. We already had day one and stuff, but Biggie says, we can do this tonight, all right? And then how about a challenge, whatever? Ron's like, okay, you want it right now? You want it right now? Let's do it right now. Which Seth Rollins did go against Big E. Seth Rollins did win clean, hitting the curb stomp onto Big E. A very good match. I was like, damn, Big E, you lost clean right here. Because, yes, he has taken an L since, day one losing the title. I know he didn't win the match. He wasn't pinned last week. But still, which obviously Seth had to win since he is going for the Universal title. Now, I would sit here and think, could it be a redemption story for Big E right now? Because they even said, this man has been the same since he lost the WWE title. So, could it be a redemption? Could Big E win the Royal Rumble for all we know? I'm not really sure. But I'm like, okay, he took another L here. Interesting. So, obviously, it's got to be some type of redemption story coming up. Once again, they went over the Royal Rumble for the women. Basically talking about the same competitors that are in there. But Charlotte has been added. Charlotte's the champion, but she's in the Royal Rumble. But then again, they have nothing for this woman to do on SmackDown because she's damn near beating everybody. So who else does she really have to face right now? Any type of opponent on SmackDown. So I guess let's throw her in the Rumble. She's the champion, on SmackDown and stuff, but does she need to be in this match again? Does she? Not really. I honestly don't know why she's in this match. And like I said, I know it's going to be some more probably surprises because honestly, I'm still surprised that they gave out those other names on SmackDown. I'm sure we all know about the whole Mickey James thing and, Impact and the Knockouts title and stuff being unveiled and everything. And, like I said, I just look at the other names that are in there. It's kind of like whatever. I just laugh when the fucking Bella Twins. It's basically fuck the Bella Twins. You already know I've said that. I'm sure everybody has said that already, or just shake their head wondering why they're in this fucking match in general. But yeah, Charlotte, does she really need to be in this match? She's the champion. But then again, who the hell does she have to face right now? Who's on SmackDown? Sasha's hurt right now, apparently. So who else they got? So throw her in the Rumble. Rhea Ripley, Nikki Ash came out. Basically talked about them as a tag team right now. And when they lost, once again, they're not on the same page and everything. And Ash, went on to say, we could talk about this right now. Ripley, said, we had a great run, but it's time to go our separate ways. But Nikki said, we can win the titles again. We were great together. But Ripley said, it wasn't about the tag team titles. But Nikki asked, well, what is this? Is it me? You think you're better than me and stuff? And I did Ripley, a favor by staying as a tag team. All right. And friends we stand together and whatnot. But Ripley says, I never said I was better than you or talking about you and all that. But Ripley said, listen, we don't need to talk about this out here. Let's just handshake. Let's end this partnership. We go our separate ways. But Nikki says, no, it's fine. I don't want to be your teammate anymore and stuff. But just say you still believe in me. Which Ripley says she still believed in her. We can still be friends. And they hugged. And now Nikki played to the crowd, and then they were about to do a fist bump, but Nikki Ash ended up attacking Rhea Ripley, leaving on the ground. I actually thought they were about to turn Ripley heel for a second, but Nikki Ash being heel right here, turning on Ripley. Could we get crazy Nikki Cross again? Not Nikki Ash, because even she said, like, even almost superheroes don't need friends. So what is she, a super villain now? She's not a superhero? Or can we just go back to crazy Nikki Cross when she was Insanity and make her an insane person once again? Can they do that? I don't know. Maybe this is the first step. I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but we'll see what happens with all that. We had another Reginald and Dana Brooke 24/7 thing with cheesesteaks and Truth and, dressed as a janitor and Tozawa in the trash can like it's Sesame Street. And I guess they threw the cheesesteaks and it hit Tamina and then almost was walking him back. And then Reginald ran into him and tried to apologize. Dana Brooke told him to put him down. And, almost told him you need to watch out where you're going. So, yeah, 24/7 bullshit. And now it's probably going to be a match with Amos and Reginald next week. Because Amos basically went against some guy named Nick Sanders, jobber. So, I guess they gotta find something for Amos to do since he's not with AJ Styles at this point no more. So, he's on his own. We'll see where this goes. But yeah, he beat up a jobber. I kind of complain about it, but then again, like, come on, this guy's had already big matches, already ever since, he got here and stuff. So, it's just a jobber, and he'll be facing Reginald next, so it's whatever. Next, though, Edge came out for the Cutting Edge segment. He brought out his wife, Beth Phoenix. Talked about how, they collected 35 titles together, and they're only couple in the Hall of Fame right now. Basically, Edge talked about Beth Phoenix as a wrecking machine. They had a whole video package talking about her career. Phoenix said, are you trying to butter me up for later tonight? Tell him to, calm down and whatnot. But listen, we're here to take care of some business. We know flattery can get you anywhere and whatnot. But they talk about how they're going to shut up Miz and Maurice for good. Miz came out, even have his own video package and whatnot. They even talking about Ben Simmons, he'll give up $33 million, avoid playing this crap city. And basically said that Edge is using his wife just to beat him, just using just fight his own battles and stuff. And then Miz had his own video package for Maurice and whatnot. And then Miz basically said that his wife is a big star and all this stuff. Which Edge and Beth said, we respect your career and everything, but Beth can deadlift the Buick, all right? And Beth, said, how come Maurice is so quiet and whatnot? Because she said she's going to wreck Maurice and whatnot at the Royal Rumble. And Miz basically told him, kept telling Maurice, yeah, Maurice, tell her how you're going to beat up Beth Phoenix, how you're going to humiliate her, huh? Tell her how you're going to take her out. Maurice never said anything, and she left. And Phoenix said, Maurice doesn't show up to the Rumble, Edge doesn't get to you first. Because, it's going to be a pleasure bashing your teeth in. So, that ended up happening. I still don't really want to see this match at the Royal Rumble, and whatnot. I just don't even want to see this feud, but it's happening, so there you go. Austin Theory was in the back, basically talking about how Vince texting him about going against AJ Styles and whatnot tonight, so he said it would make Mr. McMahon proud. AJ Styles came out then to face Austin Theory in a match. It ended up in a DQ finish due to Grayson Waller coming out there and attacking AJ. Obviously, tomorrow night, AJ Styles will go against Grayson Waller on NXT. So, yeah, I kind of figured that none of these guys were going to get the win right here. But yeah, basically, Theory got a selfie. Waller went back to attacking Styles, but Styles got the upper hand as Waller basically headed to the back and said he's going to take out AJ Styles tomorrow night on NXT. So we'll see what happens with that tomorrow. Becky Lynch came out then. I guess, getting ready to watch the triple threat match about to happen. We had an Alexa Bliss video package in the back, which Alexa Bliss is back. She's still... but yeah. But yeah, Bliss was... What was Bliss doing, honestly? Yeah, they had a video package. Basically, she was at a therapist's office talking to Charlotte. And, why did I say talking to Charlotte? Wow, I'm losing my words here. But they had a video when Charlotte destroyed the Lily doll. And basically asking if Bliss was angry. And basically, if she was thirsty, she over poured a glass of water. She started breaking stuff. And then, you want to know how I feel? You want to know how I feel? And just destroyed everything as the therapist left. And she started yelling. So, okay, number one, if this therapy thing leads her going back into the regular Alexa Bliss, whatever, the goddess of the 5-foot thing, then okay. Because honestly, I don't really want to see Bray Wyatt 3.0 out here. I'm surprised they're even still doing this. We haven't seen Bliss since Extreme Rules. So I assume she will get her regular gimmick if it's leading into that. Because I don't really want to see this version of Bliss anymore. Bray Wyatt's not here anymore. It's done. It's dead. Let's move on, okay? We don't really need to see this. It didn't work, and it just got dumb after a while. Just make a regular Bliss again. But Becky Lynch talked about her opponents, or potential opponents for the Royal Rumble, and what they all do, and whatnot, hyping up this match. So, everybody came out, which was Bianca Belair versus Liv Morgan, versus Doudrop. Whoever wins will face at the Royal Rumble. Not a bad match and whatnot. I honestly thought Bianca was about to get the win, especially after hitting the KOD onto Liv Morgan and whatnot. But Becky got involved, pulling out Bianca. Bianca chased her, tried to get on the upper hand, but Becky ended up throwing her over the announce table. Doudrop ended up in a big senton off the second rope onto Liv Morgan. So now we got a heel versus heel match, it looks like. And Becky, like, she's going to shake Doudrop's hand, but slapped her. Doudrop, she tried to hit her with the manhandle slam, but Doudrop was too big for her, and Doudrop ended up knocking her out the side of the ring. So I don't know where it's going to lead to, but obviously it's a one-on-one heel match right now. I'm not saying it could be a triple threat. I'm not sure if more people will be involved in this, because I thought Bianca was winning. I never thought Liv Morgan was winning, just because she's taken multiple L's to, Becky recently. I kind of figured Bianca was going to win. Just, I kind of feel like it was kind of time, given the reaction and whatnot, and her getting wins right now. Maybe they're saving it for WrestleMania. I'm not really sure, but we'll see where this Doudrop thing goes. Maybe it could be a triple threat, because right now, it's a heel versus heel match. So, I don't know what to expect next out of this, but Doudrop did get the win right here tonight. But we'll see what happens leading into the Rumble. Okay, but overall, a couple things on this show. New tag team champions, Nikki Ash heel turn, new number one contender, whatever, the cutting edge, the Brock and Bobby face off. So, got a few things going on this show tonight in Philly. All right, got a few things going on. Perhaps there was more ECW chants out there, but the show was what it was. Okay, not bad. But then again, it's Raw, so where can I really go on from this? But other than that, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. We will see you tomorrow night for NXT. So yeah, see you guys then. Peace out.